I want to give you a sense of how much browser security headers are being used, because it does actually tell quite a significant story. And indeed, it's one of the reasons why I'm creating this course. Now, these are all relevant at the time of recording in August 2015. And all of these figures come from a security researcher named Scott Helm. You can find him at scotthelm.co.uk. Scott's given me a heap of great info that's gone into this course, and you'll see his name repeated across the coming modules. But one of the things he's done in order to demonstrate the lack of usage of browser security headers is scan the top 1 million sites on the internet as defined by the Alexa rankings. Now, the next couple of modules we're going to cover on HSTS and HPKP all relate to HTTPS. So one of the first things Scott did is took a look at how many sites are actually enforcing HTTPS. And it's not very many. 7% are redirecting any HTTP requests to HTTPS. Only 7%. So 93% of sites in that top million are quite happy to be requested insecurely. Now, of that 7%, only a very small portion are using the HSTS header. So roughly 1/7 of the 7% of sites using HTTPS are sending back this header. So it's about 1% of the top 1 million sites on the internet. So that's a pretty small figure, and it goes to show just how underutilized this browser header is. But if this figure looks small, let's go on and have a look at the other ones. So that was HSTS. The other one is HPKP, and only 169 in total, 169 sites out of the top 1 million are using HPKP. So that actually rounds down to 0%. It's as good as no websites at all are using this particular security header. It's extremely rare, which is very unfortunate because it's also extremely powerful, and you'll see exactly how powerful in just a moment. Now, both HSTS and HPKP are only going to appear on HTTPS sites. The other browser header I want to show you while we're looking at statistics is CSP. Let's have a look at that. That is an alarmingly small number. About 1,500 websites out of the top 1 million are using a CSP. Now, CSPs aren't dependent on HTTPS. You can put a CSP on any website regardless of which scheme it's normally loaded over. And CSPs are also enormously configurable. It's very easy to drop them into a website and be enormously liberal in their configuration. So there's really no reason not to use them. And they are actually supported by the majority of people browsing the web as well. Certainly the browsers used by the majority of people browsing the web. But they're down at 1,500. Very, very low utilization. And again, I hope that this course helps people see the value of browser security headers and starts to pump these figures up a bit, because they deserve to be more broadly used. They're enormously valuable. So that's the introduction. Let's go and summarize the module before we move on to actually starting to look at security headers in detail.